Hey you guys, welcome back. I am super excited for today, and that is because we are making homemade marinara sauce with all the tomato sauce that I made. And if you don't know how to make tomato sauce, I will link down in the description below how I made my tomato sauce from all of my tomatoes from the garden last summer that I had froze and put in the freezer. So if you want to follow that, there's a link down below in the description. Click on that, get your tomato sauce made. And then once you have your tomato sauce made, like I do here, and then I have another pot here on the stove, we're going to take the tomato sauce and we're going to make it into the best marinara sauce. So today, that's what we're going to be doing, is making the marinara sauce. So I have already split all of my tomato sauce up into 3 batches, and it's worked out perfect. So for one batch of this marinara sauce, you're going to need 12 cups of tomato sauce. So I have 3 pots with each having 12 cups in it, which I don't know how it worked out that well, but it did. You're gonna need 12 cups of tomato sauce, and then you're gonna need all of your seasonings and your garlic and onions to add in. So what we're gonna do to get started is I'm just gonna do one pot to run through and show you, and then I'm gonna do the other ones off camera. So you're gonna bring 12 cups of tomato sauce up to being warmed up, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to chop up the onions and garlic. So you're gonna need 2 onions and 10 cloves of garlic, or to taste. So while we get started, I'm gonna go ahead, chop up 2 onions, peel 10 cloves of garlic, and we will chop that up. So let's go ahead and grab the onions and garlic and get started doing that. Okay, so I have 2 onions cut up into quarters, and I'm going to put them in my electric little blender thing. And then I have 12 cloves. I just did a couple extra. We like garlic, so 12 cloves of garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my mixer and just mix them up. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna saute them until soft in your avocado oil, and you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of avocado oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup avocado oil in my saucepan here, and then once I have these finely chopped up, I'm gonna add them in, and then we will saute them until soft. So let's go ahead and chop these up. Okay, so now that I'm crying, whoo, my good gracious. Okay, whoo, they're still burning. I'm gonna turn this into a comedy show. My gosh, okay, so now I'm gonna put this on the stove. Whew. I'm gonna put this on the stove, and we're gonna cook it until they're all softened. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna bring the tomato sauce to a simmer and add in the seasonings, sugar, and then the softened onions and garlic. So for seasonings, we need 2 cups of cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of ground fennel, 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of black pepper. So let's go ahead, put this on the stove, get it start cooking down, and then we will get all the seasonings together and we can add those. Okay, so they are starting to cook down. They will be done here shortly. A couple more minutes, I think, until they're good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this into our sauce, give it a stir, and add all of our seasonings. And then I will show you the next steps. Okay, so those are done. Now what we're gonna do is add these into the tomato sauce. Okay, so now that I have the tomatoes the onions, the garlic, and the avocado oil mixed into the tomato sauce, now what we're going to do is add in the rest of the spices and the sugar and salt. So what we're gonna add in is, I just went to the bulk barn. I just find it so much nicer to get all my spices there. So I've got my spices, and I'm going to add in 2 cups of cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of ground fennel, 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of black pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead now, add that into here, and then we'll give it a mix. Okay, so there's all of our spices. We're just gonna give this a really good mix in. And then we're gonna turn the heat back on and let this just all come together. And then we will, last thing we have to do is take some of the hot sauce out into a separate bowl and mix in 3 6-ounce cans of tomato paste. And the reason we take out some of the hot sauce and mix it in is because it just incorporates better than putting the cans into here and making sure you get it evenly dispersed. So now what we're gonna do is just continue to mix this in together, and then I will take out about a cup. I think it says about a cup. It just says to take out some of the hot sauce and mix it into the tomato paste. So I'm going to grab a bowl and we will do that step together. Okay, and there we go. So it is done. That is all we had to do. So you basically take your tomato sauce and you add in your cooked onions and garlic in your avocado oil, add in all of your spices, sugar, salt, and pepper, and then you take a little bit of your hot sauce out and put it into a container to add in your tomato paste. Now we're just going to cook it for a little bit, about 10 minutes maybe, let it all combine so all the spices can get together. And then I have my water bath canner right here heating up. As soon as this is cooked up, we will start putting it in our cans and then we can can it. It smells so good. Make sure I get there. It smells so good. Okay, so now I have my sauce here. I have my little thing here to fill the jars. My jars are warm. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to ladle the sauce into my jars, put the seals and rings on, and then they will be ready to go in the water bather. So let's go ahead and fill these jars. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put our debubbler. You're going to take your debubbler and you're just going to kind of go down and get all the bubbles out if there is any. I don't think there will be, but you never know, so just do it to be safe. I'm just going to bring this down along the walls of your jar. Now, I gotta tell you, this is my first time making this recipe, and I gave it a try, obviously, why would you not? And I have to say, it's very sweet. So what I'm gonna do for my next 2 batches is I'm probably gonna add just 1 cup of sugar, because I did find it very sweet, normal, or sweeter than normal of what we like. So now that I know that, for my next 2 batches, I will do 1 cup of sugar rather than 2. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a wet cloth or whatever you want to get wet. Take your cloth and make sure all of the, how it's got some, it's probably hard to see there, but you want to make sure that all of your rims are clear. There's nothing on them. And then you're just going to take your seals and plop them on there. Whoop. And then fingertip tight. Fingertip tight like that for all your seals and rings. And then I will take you over to the water bath canner and we will put them in the water bath canner, and then we process them for 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that they're in the water bath canner, and make sure when you put your hot sauce into the canner, it needs to be hot water because you don't want your jars to bust. So now that they're in there, we're gonna wait till it comes to a rolling boil, set the timer for 15 minutes. Once the 15 minutes is up, we're gonna take them out, and then I just set them here on this towel until they're cooled. And that's it, you guys. So let's get them water bathed, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, so here are the cans of marinara. They look absolutely amazing. Now I'm just going to let them sit until tomorrow morning, and then they will be good to be put on the shelf after I make sure the seals are sealed. But it turned out absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is exactly how you make marinara sauce from tomato sauce. And once again, if you don't know how to make your own tomato sauce from tomatoes, drop down below into the description and you'll find where my tomato sauce recipe is, and you can follow that along. I made mine from frozen tomatoes from the freezer from the garden last harvest of all the tomatoes that we had. So go find that if you wanted to do that. And I just am finishing up now the last batch of canning for this recipe. And I have to say, I decreased the sugar to 1 cup, and it's still a bit sweet. So if you're not somebody who likes sweet marinara sauce, you could just leave the sugar out altogether, or you could do like a 1/4 cup of sugar or 1/2 cup of sugar. But I just made a note on my recipe, 1/2 cup is good or 1/4 cup is good. So just for a reference, if you did want to give this recipe a try. But other than the sweetness, all the spices, everything is bang on, and it just tastes so good. So I'm super excited to give it a try with many different things. I use marinara sauce or this type sauce for a lot of things. I use it for spaghetti, where we just add in our ground venison from all of the deer that we have from hunting, or you could add in ground chicken. I also use it as pizza sauce on our homemade pizzas, and it's really good with mozzarella sticks. So if you want to give your own marinara sauce a try for yourself for homemade sake, then give this recipe a try and let me know down below in the comments how it turns out for you. And I'm just super, super excited. I've never made homemade marinara sauce, and that was my biggest goal last year with all the tomatoes in the garden that we grew. And I'm just really happy now to have like lots and lots of it on our shelf, so we can use it throughout the remainder of this year. And then for all of the tomatoes we grow this summer in the garden, we will have those to harvest and do for next year. So I'm just super excited. I love being home, being able to do these things, and I wasn't always home. I used to have a full-time job, and I now am home full-time raising my kids, and I absolutely love it. And I know there's a lot of people out there who want to do more of their own thing, live more on their own time. And I've met so many incredible men and women who I actually work side by side with now, helping them to do the same thing. So if you have a really big love on your heart or a goal to have more time freedom, or just spend more time doing the things you love, and have time freedom in your life to choose where and when you do things and what it is that you're doing. And I know it's hard to think that that's possible, especially when life nowadays, I believe, for so many people that I speak to, is just so expensive. They don't see how they could do that. I want to invite you to have a chat with me. I help, like I said, men and women every single day work side by side with me to show them that you in fact can live life on your terms, and you can do more of what you love without having to get rid of a paycheck. In fact, I make more now with the method I show people every single day than I did when I worked full-time in a group home. So if you want to just, explore it and see what it looks like, and you're watching my channel, I know for a fact that you would love what I would show you, because it goes right in line with the life that we live, just feeling our best and living time on our clocks, really. So if that's something that you want to explore, there's a link in my bio. Click it, fill it out. I would love to have that chat with you. I would love to get to know you, know what you love, your hopes, your dreams, and I would love to bring those to life with you. So once again, give this video, or this recipe in the video, a try, guys. You're absolutely gonna love it. And it's very simple. It's your tomato sauce and a couple spices, and it's so, so good. So as always, I love and appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment. Ring that bell, subscribe so you never miss a video, and I will see you guys back here next time. Bye.